So let's talk about a pattern that seems to repeat itself throughout history. It goes like this. People laugh at you until you make it. Not once, not twice. Not when you dream out loud. Not when you pick yourself up after a setback. Not when you choose growth over comfort. They laughed every single time. But they didn't know I was growing. Not once. They didn't know I was growing silently, quietly, deeply. And one day I made it. So today we're going to explore this idea of people laughing at us until we make it. We're going to break it down into 5 sections. The laughs that cut deep, the isolation phase, when the breakthrough comes, the power of silent growth, and to the ones who are still in the dark. They laughed at me. They said I wasn't good enough. They laughed when I told them I had big dreams. They laughed at my small beginnings. When I started learning, they said I was wasting time. When I failed, they said, I told you so. When I worked late nights, they said I was chasing shadows. But deep down, I knew something they didn't. I was growing. I wasn't doing it for claps. I wasn't trying to prove them wrong. I was trying to prove myself right, because growth doesn't always look loud. Sometimes it looks like rejection, like tears, like silence, like everyone else moving ahead while you're stuck in the dark. But the seed that's buried in the soil doesn't scream while it grows. It just pushes through. Quietly, I started seeing progress. Slowly, I began to improve. I didn't need their approval. I was focused on my path. Then something unexpected happened. They stopped laughing, they stopped talking, they stopped caring. And I realized why? Because growth is lonely. You'll lose people. Friends will disappear. Support will fade. You'll start doubting yourself. You'll ask questions like, am I wasting my time? Should I just give up? Why does no one believe in me? But listen to me. It's all part of the process. Growth feels like isolation, but it's actually preparation. The late nights, the early mornings, the sacrifices no one sees. That's where champions are born. And then one day you get a win, a small one, but it feels huge. You start to see results. You find your rhythm. You stop needing validation. And suddenly they start watching. The same people who laughed, now they're curious. Wait, how did you do it? I always believed in you. Put me on. But you remember. You remember the silence, the doubt, the mockery. And now you don't need applause, because you're no longer performing, you're living your truth. Here's the thing. The people who laughed at you, they were just afraid. Afraid that your courage would expose their comfort. Afraid that your discipline would mirror their excuses. But you kept going. You didn't fight back with words. You fought back with action. You watered your dream in private. You protected your energy. You healed. You evolved. And when your moment came, you didn't need to scream. Your success spoke for you. That's the power of silent growth. It doesn't beg to be noticed. It commands attention when it's ready. If you're in that phase right now where no one sees you, where no one claps for you, where everyone doubts you, let me tell you this. Keep going. You don't need a crowd to grow. You just need consistency. You don't need to be loud. You just need to be intentional. Keep showing up. Keep learning. Keep building, even when no one is watching, because your growth is coming. Your glow up is on the way. And when it arrives, they'll remember the laugh, but you'll remember the journey. They laughed at me. They said I wouldn't amount to anything. Not once, not twice. Not when I shared my ideas, not when I took risks, not when I pursued my passion. They laughed every time, but they didn't know I was growing. Silently, quietly, deeply. And one day I made it. Today. They laugh at me. They ask for advice. They repost my story. They quote my words. But I don't laugh back, because I'm too busy growing. Silently, daily, proudly, and so can you.